Hey, it is Tuesday. Another Tuesday has come. So, let you know who I am. I'm Dr. Mike. Remember, it's been a while. www.drmikesemporium.com. That's Atlanta's original shave shop, beard care shop, even hair care shops every once in a while. Who knows? Exciting, right? We are on Instagram. Hopefully, you were able to watch a few of the little pictures pop up over the weekend from our little visit to Wisconsin, TeslaCon. How about that? So awesome sauce. So let me fix that. Let me bounce over here. Good to see you, Ksenia. Welcome back. Welcome. Good to see you back in the chat over here. Over here. There you are. And Miss Shawnee, good to see you. Well, I'm going to do a quick recap. Andrew, good to see you. Rick, all those folks popping up. We're going to do a little recap of our visit to Wisconsin, and then we're going to do it Shave 101 because we had a lot of folks getting their first new razor at TeslaCon. Hey, RJ, speaking of the devil. So, TeslaCon up in Middleton, Wisconsin. Michael Dixon, good to see you. RJ and all those folks, good gracious. So last Monday, a week ago, time flies, popped up to Harriman, Tennessee, to the Tongaroa Treehouse. By the way, I'm wearing my Tongaroa, I don't know if you can see this, Treehouse shirt that RJ kindly offered to me. I greatly appreciate it. It's a wonderful purple and gold shirt. I've been wearing it all day. So I stopped there for the night, and about 8 a.m. the next day on that Tuesday, a week ago, crazy, hit the road up to Wisconsin. So the plan was to go up to Bloomington, Illinois, and park there for the evening because you don't want to drive too far. But apparently, with the time change and getting a new, it got very, very dark very quickly, like 4:30. You got an hour, and then the daylight savings time kicked in. It was dark at 4:30, so I just kept on driving. I ended up getting to Middleton, Wisconsin, about 7:20 that evening, and just in time to make it for the 8 o'clock Dr. Mike video on Tuesday, if you remember. So that was kind of fun. Wednesday, I had a really easy morning, which was great after driving that far. Was able to go and buy supplies, snacks and things, and got the booth mostly set up, right? Because you get to put up the hardware, waiting to the next day to put up the products and such, because you don't want to have everything ever just wide open there. I drove down to the New Glarus Brewery. If you happen to know what that company is, that is a employee-owned beer manufacturing brewery, and they make a product called Spotted Cow beer, which apparently, if you're a beer lover, is a good beer. I don't drink beer, so I'll just trust the people that I will be giving this Spotted Cow to, that they will enjoy it, and that's a good thing. They do a self-tour. You can just kind of walk through the whole brewery, which is really cool. A lot of really neat stuff. Then Thursday, we finished placing all the products out there and got ready for the con. Started at 4 p.m. The doors opened, and by the time we closed up shop at 8 o'clock that night, I was beat, and I was like, okay, we're just going to cancel that video, so I'll do it this Tuesday. So that's today. How about that? So perfect. Hey, Chris, good to see you, buddy. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was a blur. Music tonight, by the way, it's by Neil Lee Griffin, an amazing performer. He played all the instruments in that track, so you're hearing music in the background. That's who did it. Just an amazing group of cosplayers, the staff, the volunteers, security, the organizers. TeslaCon is a 4-day immersive event, and this year it was the Curse of Anubis, so it was sort of an Egyptian theme. So everybody was doing all kinds of really neat things, so that was kind of fun. And then Sunday at 4 p.m., again, another 4, right? I packed up the booth and hit the road, headed south this time, saying goodbye to our friends in Middleton, and hit the road. Was going to go as far as I could, and I was really worried because at 4 o'clock, it starts getting dark, and you know how deer are about this time of year. And I saw like 3 in about 50 miles, and then a herd of like 20, like right in the median. And I was like, okay, we're just going to stop for a while. I made it to Metropolis, Illinois, and stopped for the evening. And that next morning, Monday, which was just the other day, right? A couple of days ago, I woke up to see a perfect rainbow, just a perfect double rainbow. Crazy, right? And there, if you're on Facebook, there might be pictures, right? Right. So then after that, managed to run through Nashville to visit an old friend of mine, crazy old friend of mine, and then made it home to Dr. Mike's HQ, this wonderful location, at 5 p.m. How about that? Thank you. It did snow twice while we were up there, and I made a snowman both days. And so it was like, first day it snowed, made a snowman, put him out by a tree, and then it melted, and then it snowed again, put a new one up, because that's what we do. All right, so it's time for all you folks, and I have like a hair or something is just messing with my eye right now. Sorry, I'm going bonkers here. Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm still a little road tired, but anyway, it's time for Shave 101. Why do we do this? Because we had so many people pick up a Henson razor, right? They picked up a Henson or a Rockwell, and it's a 3-piece razor. And like I said, I have a purple one because, purple. So here we go. So this is called a 3-piece razor. Why? Because it always holds by the short side, right? Because you don't want to hold it by this side because that's what the blade is. Undo the handle. You have the base plate, which is the bottom plate, and you have the top plate. So let's grab our blade. We have a new blade right here. They usually come wrapped in paper in a box, typically. So we're going to be very careful. We're going to open this wrapped up piece of paper, just like that. See? Double-edged safety razor blade. So we're going to take the post. See the post here? We're going to put the blade gently on that post. We're then going to make sure that the silver circle is on the outside, right? So we're going to drop this down, and then we are going to apply a little pressure to put the handle on the base plate. And then we hold it by the short side, and we want to make sure it's snug. Don't over tighten it. Don't be crazy. All right. And there you go, ready to go. See? One blade there, the other edge right there. How about that? Awesome. All right. So we put the blade in. That razor's ready to go. Now we have to get our face prepared for shaving. Now, we did have a gentleman come up and said he only shaves with water. That hurt me, but to each his own, right? So this is soap. This is Fresh Trees from Vanulay, and I figured since I was up in Wisconsin that, the smell of fresh trees was kind of fun. So here is a brush. It has been soaking in hot water, and notice it is not drippy wet, right? It's just got enough moisture in it to go into the soap, and notice I'm not cramming it. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to put just like that soap. And we're going to take our time, a couple of seconds. This is called for loading the brush. Loading the brush. This is not making lather yet, but this stuff lathers very quickly. All right, so we have loaded the brush. Look, see all the soap? How about that? So what I'm going to do now is called face lathering. Why? Because you lather on your face. We're going to take this brush and we're going to put the tips, just the tip, into the hot water about that far. Go like that. And we go to our face, right? And yes, I will lather through my beard. I'm not shaving my beard off. We don't do that. And you can see how the lather forms. And we had a bunch of folks going, hey, I have a beard. I don't need to shave. Well, guess what? You can, and you can get really good lines with a safety razor. And that's what I've been doing for quite a while. So here's a tip, more tips, right? If the soap is very like Elmer's Gluish, you see how it's really thick right there? Really, really thick. Just grab a little more water and apply a little more water. And you see how it kind of smooths out and gets nice and creamy. Creamy smooth. Creamy smooth. And you can go in circles, right? Or you can go back and forth and like a painting stroke, right? But you just want to apply lather. And what this is doing is part of the 3-tier process of beard preparation. And no, it's not the beard, it's the beard you're going to shave off. So we have the thermal aspect, like hot water. Hot water really helps in softening your beard, the hair on on your face that you want to cut soon, right? Your hair on your like beard hair can be really, really tough, like the strength of a piece of copper wire. So you have to help it, soften it, right? Right. So the thermal aspect, heat helps pretty much everything, right? It's a catalyst. It really helps things keep going. Then we have the chemical, and I'm applying the chemical now, which is a soap. And this is a good natural soap with a lot of really neat ingredients that help to hold water to the beard. It really, really does a great job of providing cushion and lubrication. Now, here's a tip. Here's something, right? The foamy stuff provides a lot of cushion. And the cushion is used for those cartridge razors because you've got this big paddle thing, right? Right? Yes, yes. Thank you, Kay. The big multi-cartridge razor, it needs cushion so you're not going to take metal blades and go fully across your face multiple times. Soaps that we carry they tend to be very slick, and that's really important because it really helps the blade move along. So what's the last part? Physical. I'm also doing the physical aspect, which is the physical agitation. So yeah, I'm taking a long time to do this. Doesn't matter. You can do it quickly or not. Okay. So here we go. Typically, I teach a 3-pass shave, which is with the grain, like, top down, across the grain, side to side, and against the grain. And you always go gently against the grain. But how do we do this? Like the Henson razor has this wonderful 30-degree angle built into it. How cool is that? So I'm going to lean in here. I'm going to put the blade right here. The razor's on my cheek. And I'm going to lift up, and I'm just going to use short strokes until I feel the blade connect. And here we go. Congratulations, you're shaving. And then you take your sink full of water, and you can clean the razor out. Just like that. And see this line I'm getting for my beard? How cool is that? And then we go the other side. And you can use either side of this razor. And that's the way any safety razor should be, except for those single edge, which, those are different. Those are much different than this. And I like these double edge safeties. So I'm going to go up underneath my chin. Nice short strokes. Doop, 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 doop. See? How's that? Notice I'm not doing long, swoopy strokes. I'm just kind of nice short strokes in order to sort of buff the hair off with this nice new razor blade. So another wonderful gentleman that we had the pleasure of discussing, he was a pilot and had to shave every day, sometimes twice. And he was very interested, and he got a new Henson razor. And hopefully, if he's watching this, you're shaving right. Okay. Okay. So now I've shaved the with the grain pass. Now here's an important thing. Don't go and try to do all this other stuff without the lather on your face. Yep, the pilot has to have that oxygen mask on his face, and he can't have the leaking of beard, right? So again, we're going to use our brush, and we're going to put a little more lather on our face. Why? Because this is the product that helps to keep the blade safe against your skin. Look at that. See? Never shave on unlathered skin. Unless you shave with just water, that's a whole new ballgame. All right, so we're going to come up here. We're going to go across, right? Across. And if you can hold your skin tight or taut, also helps. You'll see me like pulling my mouth to the side. That also helps get the better shave. Oh yeah, Robin Olds he was a wonderful pilot. He was like a double ace in Vietnam, I believe. He actually did all kinds of strategery. See? And can y'all hear the razor, right? Oh, Shawnee, isn't that sort of like all mushrooms are edible once? Oh, was it Korea? I think he was in both campaigns. Korea, yep. Korea had World War II. There you go. So imagine that. He went from all three. Yeah, he went from propeller-driven aircraft that were the fastest thing ever to jets. Just amazing. Just amazing. How about that? A little dogfights 101. There we go. Okay, so that's the across the grain, right? All right, so third pass. And I'll show you what we do typically. And if you've seen my videos before, you'll notice that I'll do this a lot. And this is the against the grain pass. And that means I'm going to go, whoopsie. I'm going to go, whoopsie. I'm going to go from the bottom up, right? Okay. But I want to feel like right here, you can feel the hair, like, you know, what you've missed or what needs to be cut. And you can get a better shave that way. So here we go. I'm going to do what's called clutch the pearls. Clutch the pearls. I'm holding my skin taut. We're going to go from the bottom and we're going to go very gently up. And you can actually hear your razor doing its job. And you can hear the difference as it cuts through and it gets nice and smooth. Very nice. And I would say this is about as close as you can get to a straight razor shave without using a straight razor shave. I know some people use the shavettes, which use sort of like a double-edged blade snapped in half. They put it into a handle that looks like a straight razor. Those are a little tough. All right. I'm going to hold my jowl right here. Well, I talked about this up in Wisconsin, is that these videos, we've had the same core group of people, and we've added people along the way. And it's kind of like having your own little my own little barbershop, because that's kind of where barbershops came to be. We're sort of the community center of a population, right? You would come here and talk about politics or art or music or whatever. And see, now I can take this stuff out of my beard. And if I missed anything, hello, Beth. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for showing up. Awesome. Okay. So a lot of folks get worried about when you're going around like tight corners with a safety razor. But watch this. I'm moving my mustache out of the way. Sorry. Okay, you make a little monkey face right here. And pretty much you're just trying to prepare your skin, make sure it's flat and level so your razor can work with it. Curves, not so good. Very true, Kay. Yes. Sometimes those are all three in the same thing. All right, so here, I'm going to take a little soap, put it right here in my mustache, because I happen to like a mustache that is sort of has a designation between the two called the notch. Right here. There we go. All right. So what do you do now? Well, the skin, nice and smooth, nice and smooth. And I'm going to take this towel. I'm just going to kind of wash my face a little bit. Be right back. I'm going to make sure I get all the soap out. I tell you, it's this fragrance is, it's fresh like Fraser fir and cedar and juniper. I think it's juniper. But it smells like a Christmas tree in here, which is wonderful. Okay. All right. So right here, I can feel a little bit of spot that I didn't miss, but it's just didn't get good enough. So what am I going to do? Take my brush. I'm going to put a little soap right there because you want to have that lubrication. And we're going to go right in here and be very gentle. So this can be. All right. So everybody remember the big thing at the end here? What do they call it? It's called, no, did I cut myself? No, not at all. Nope, nothing. Nope, all good. So we happen to have a product called Orbit. This is the Orbit Shave Balm, and it's cold. And I figured, since Wisconsin was cold, I'm going to put this as my aftershave. And this is a light cream balm. And we always do something. Yeah, it's okay. We always do something to help protect our skin after we shave. No, but I will tell you that it probably would be very easy to do. Because anything that is a slickness like that, people have, I've shaved with conditioner before. In those situations where you forget stuff, conditioner will work, but it's not as much fun. All right. So there you have it. So what do we do after, we've got our brush, it's full of soap. Take the brush and put it in the water and swirl it around and give it a gentle squeeze, right? You want to give it a gentle squeeze, right? And we want to make sure that we get all the soap out. And even though it shakes dry, you can actually take your towel. Always have your towel. Always know where your towel is, right? Just like that. I'm going to give it a nice little seat. And it's the brush. This is a badger hair brush. A really fun story about this brush I might tell again someday. All right. And what do we do with our razor? Okay. The razor, it may have some stuff on it, so give it a rinse. You can put it under water. You can run the water. And then I like to just I'm not grabbing it. I'm just kind of putting the towel around it to dry it. And we're going to put it in a nice, safe place right here. Oh, by the way, did you see the background here? We have, these are mustache ornaments, and we have the hooligans. And just some really nice garlic. That's me with a graham cracker, I think, in the picture in the bottom. But I came home to find that my big sis Julie had put up a little Christmas tree with lights and made ornaments. And then she went back here to sort of make the mood a little more festive in here, this here place. So how about that? That's a sweet thing she did. Thank you, Julie, again. Wonderful. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, how about that? Congratulations on a wonderful shave. Hopefully you are having a great experience with your new razor. And if you have any questions or need any help, we have all kinds of people over here. Wait, over here in the chat. This is where the chat is. Or down here for the chat, so that you can really, really get to know your razor and make the best shave for you possible, right? Henry Ford used to say, you can have any car, any color you want, as long as it's black. With shaving like this, the world it's wide open. Like I shaved with Fresh Tree soap and used Orbit aftershave balm. So that's fresh trees and a nice cooling, mentholated, nice clean fragrance. Like all kinds of all over, right? You can do lemon soap with an orange aftershave, right? Or you can do a full straightforward bay rub. How about that? So that's one of the wonderful things about shaving this way. So with that, I will say thank you very much for being here. We'll be here Thursday night at 9. How about that? Thursday night at 9. Maybe we'll talk about beard stuff, right? We had some folks buying a whole bunch of beard stuff, so we got to take care of the bearded ones. And with that, I will say, make sure they take care of yourself. This is a great way to do it. I'll tell you that. This is a moment of zen, and I get to have my friends over here. I keep doing this run. And I will say, a wonderful thing is to make sure that you're reaching out to your friends and saying hi, like I'm saying hi to all these fun, wonderful folks, right? So, and if you're going to shave, and we know you are, and if you're going to beard, we'll talk about that soon. I want you to shave dapper, beard dapper, and be your dapper best. We will see you Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, right? Atlanta time. Don't get confused. Y'all have a great week. Goodbye.